What is up, Geekettes? It's another episode of the Countdown to the Geekcast. We are back once again. My name is Steady, and with me on this episode are my fellow Geekcasters. First, we got Jericho.
And what's up, y'all? And my little
and Jericho Jr.
Jericho Jr. or Gambit himself, Remy.
We also got the man, the myth, the legend, you know him as JC.
Hey everybody, I just saw Superman Red Sun, so here is the Russian Superman. What's up, everyone?
And then the Robin.
He's taking your job, Chad.
And a man who needs no introduction, but I'll do it anyways. We got Rob.
About that time, let's get this show on the road.
What's
That's enough pleasantries. Let's get going.
Rob's trying to get his beauty sleep.
It's like, come on, let's hurry up.
We have, according to Ted, about 50 topics. And we're only gonna pick and talk about 2 of them.
No, there's a lot more than that.
Is that so?
Ted's like, no surprise.
Yes.
They're going to be all of them.
We got
10 minutes each.
We got a great show for you guys. Plenty of topics for Rob to give us such great opinions and
Detailed opinions.
discussions on. We all can't wait for it.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
also going to give a shout out to my audience member who's watching the show right now, Mr. AJ Nightwing.
AJ.
AJ.
What's up? They said hi.
What's up?
There you go.
What's up? And his voice is changing. You got to re-record that outro, bro. Yeah.
Yep.
And my height too. I'm gonna pass this.
And he's almost as tall as me, but we won't get into that. It's going to take a while for me to
That's
get
not-
it.
That's not that hard, bro.
That's
Trust
not
me,
very
that hard.
difficult
Yeah,
at all.
no, it's not.
You're like 5 feet.
Again, we're going to get past that.
It's
I'm
really
not 5 feet.
I'm not even in high school, and I'm already about to pass it.
Anyways, we're not going to talk about that right now. Let's
When
get to...
when did you have a teenager? What the hell is going on over there, man?
It started many, many years ago. It's a long story. Let's get to our
When
geek
2 people fall in love or in lust. Right.
updates.
Okay.
It was a
First
dark
of which,
time.
All right.
First of which is something none of you guys are going to expect, but we're going to cover the box office totals for the weekend. Are you guys ready?
Oh, God. Who cares about this? Next.
Are you guys ready?
No.
We have a brand new number one film in the country. That movie is called Unsubscribe, the number one movie in the country. And here's a very quick story about how this happened. Friends Christian Nielsen and Eric Tabak shot a short horror film over Zoom, by the way, and then they took advantage over the lack of films playing right now across the U.S., rented out one theater, bought every single seat, and their entire plan worked. Right now in the box office totals, they have the number one movie in America.
Nice.
A film that cost $0 to make. And the best part about this entire story, every dollar they spent to rent out a movie theater to gain the number one box office rank goes right back into their pockets.
Yeah, that's true.
That's insane.
It's freaking
And
genius.
that's all the time we have today.
That's Bye, Rob.
And Rob's out of here.
That's smart. They're
Wait,
forever
so-
in history as having the number one movie for a week. That's smart.
In that,
So
That's
is it possible for people to see it, or it was like they just rented out the theater?
I'm going.
Sure, it's on YouTube
I'm
somewhere.
actually going to share the link on our Facebook site. That way, everybody can watch it. I haven't seen it myself, but it's a horror movie that's, I guess, completely filmed on Zoom. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and check it out. Hey, it's
That's what I'm
number
saying.
one
Like that,
movie.
that alone is enough. to
So
entice me
we don't
see
have
it.
to
I'm
wait for
curious.
HBO Max to see it then. Cool. All right.
No. And you know what? They even rented out, like, they wore tuxedos to their premiere. I mean, they did it as big as they could do it. And I'm like, this is such a great idea. I would actually think a lot of people would start doing this now, because you
That
can
is awesome.
They're
do
starting
anything
something.
you
Yeah.
want. Yeah, exactly. All right, next up on the Geeky Weekly Headlines, it actually involves Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves, if you have not checked it out yet, check out our Facebook page, is offering a 15-minute Zoom call date, if you will, to the highest bidder, and all proceeds go to the Camp Rainbow Gold charity group. So it's an auction right now. The link is on our Facebook page. It's for a great cause. He's raising money for this cancer group for children. Of course he is. He's Keanu Reeves. His sister actually had a fight with leukemia, a battle with leukemia. But it's just typical, right? Typical Keanu Reeves fashion that he's doing this for a great cause. If you want to have a 15-minute Zoom call with Keanu Reeves, the only thing it's going to cost you today is roughly around $18,000. But it all goes to a great cause. So let's all split, and we'll have a great 15-minute interview with Keanu Reeves. How about that?
Only if he enters the room like he did in Always Be My Maybe, because that was one of the best scenes in that damn movie and the funniest things you'll see ever. It's got to be that way.
In what movie?
Always Be My Maybe.
Never heard of or
Netflix.
We'll ever see.
Look it up.
Be My Maybe. Is that with
Ali Wong?
Ali Wong, yes.
Wow, you know the name?
Yes.
I
Great
think
movie.
Funny movie.
Yeah. Nice beard.
Not a bad word store.
I haven't said a single bad word.
You haven't said a single word.
He's been a good boy for like 7 minutes. All right, next up is actually something that I'm hoping Rob's going to contribute to, because it is something Rob talks about nonstop.
What?
His PlayStation.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. That's all right.
A few days ago, PlayStation had their PS5 reveal stream. It was pretty epic. There was tens of thousands of people watching the stream around the globe, I'm sure, and a lot of great surprises because we didn't know what announcements were going to get made. All we knew was that we were going to get a pretty in-depth look at the PS5, but to my surprise and to the surprise of many others, we got several big-name video game reveals. I'm just going to list off a few of them, and then I'm going to shoot it to Rob to tell me what he thought about these. First of which, we got the official announcement for Spider-Man Miles Morales.
My favorite.
Dude.
AJ Nightwing's favorite. The graphics for the trailer looked absolutely insane. The gameplay footage looked great. There was some confusion about this. One of the execs was saying that this was going to be like a DLC or an add-on. It's not. It's a completely new game all by itself. It's not directly tied to an older remastered title, which was being reported. So, brand new PS5 game featuring Miles Morales.
Yeah,
launch title too.
I can see where that misconception was, because on the previous Spider-Man game they released on PS4, there was a cutscene at the end when you beat the game that ends with Miles calling Peter over and showing him that he has abilities himself.
I saw that.
So
I finished the game too.
So this is a sequel to that, right? I think that's what it is. This is a sequel to that game, if I understand it right.
I would assume so. Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, cool. Sequel, but I think what he reported was they were going to remaster the PS4 game, and then this would be like a DLC. And it's like, no, that's way off base. Completely new game by itself. And Rob, I'm not going to... Well, I'll ask you about this in a second. We also got the announcement for Hitman 3, Ratchet and Clank. We got a new game, a new sequel. Oddworld Soulstorm. I've not played an Oddworld game in years. It's such a unique experience. I'm excited to actually possibly get a PS5 for the Oddworld game. And then lastly, I wanted to call out the big surprise, I think, of the entire stream. A brand new Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 8, a.k.a. Village. Yep. My first question goes to Rob. What were you more excited about during the presentation? Spider-Man Miles Morales or Resident Evil 8?
Nah, neither one.
You're lying.
Well, which trailer stood out for you then? Which is the one that you want to play?
So I think I started the stream late, so I missed the Spider-Man trailer. I watched it later on, whatever Ted posted. And then I saw the Village trailer later on as well. And while it looks creepy, I don't know if it's continuing from Biohazard. Based on what I saw, it almost looks like it is continuing off from Biohazard.
All right.
Which, while it was cool, it was different. I think they're trying to stay relevant, and by they I mean Resident Evil or Capcom. Anyways, they're trying to keep the title of Resident Evil relevant. It's just it's going away from what they were, which was primarily zombies, and it's not so much zombies anymore. So I don't know. I don't really know if I'm that excited to play it. I'm always happy to play a Spider-Man game. I'm just not sure if I'm really excited to play Miles Morales.
Oh,
Like a whole game dedicated to him.
Black Lives Matter,
Yeah,
Rob.
man.
What
I'm
the
so
hell, bro?
excited.
You know what, guys? I grew up on Peter Parker. I didn't grow up on Miles Morales, so I'm not that excited about it.
But you
Okay.
you loved Into the Spider-Verse,
'Cause
right?
he's black.
Sure,
Yeah.
But it also had basically.
but
every
it
Spider-Man
doesn't
character.
mean. But it doesn't mean I want to play as Miles Morales.
That's actually my son's favorite Spider-Man right now because he loves Spider-Verse. He's 3, so he saw the trailer. He wants Daddy to buy a PS5 at launch. I was like, no, I'm waiting at least a year for them to work the bugs out before I get a PS5, and they released a slim version. But Miles Morales is definitely be a title I pick up when I do get a PS5.
So that was
For
the
sure.
most impressive announcement or trailer for you.
For me, yeah, because up to this point, there really hasn't been a Spider-Man game where you're not playing Peter Parker. And
Right.
Miles Morales is a whole new set of abilities. Invisibility, Venom Strike. There's a whole open world you can do and a whole new take on it that I'm interested in. So
You might convince Rob to keep talking like that. Jericho, any trailers that you saw, what kind of stood out for you the most?
I mean, you already know me. I won't play Resident Evil.
Why not,
Much as I
Jericho?
love those
Why not?
movies and I love zombies and all that stuff. Like, no, I will not own it and play it and all that.
Jericho, have you ever played Fatal Frame?
No.
Probably
Fatal
not.
Frame. Oh my god, that is a game I would love to see you play on PS2. That will scare the crap out of you. Trust me.
won't
Is
get
that
him
what is that Zombies
play
2 or?
No, it's Ghosts, but you got to look through a
Okay.
camera and kill them, and it's scared the
Oh.
crap out of me. So,
Yeah, I won't be able to sleep
Anyway,
then.
trailer you're excited for. Go ahead.
Miles Morales looks really cool. But yeah, kind of like Rob, like he's a great character, but I don't know a whole game dedicated to him. I don't know. They have to really impress me. The last game that was really cool that I played of Spider-Man was it Shattered Dimensions or something like that, where it's like 4
Edge
or
of
5
Time?
different Spider-Man that you play. What's that?
Yeah, I think it's Shattered Dimensions because they also had an Edge of Time, but I think Shattered Dimensions is the one you're talking about where you were able to play different Spider-Man.
Yeah, so that one was really awesome. But
yeah, that one was pretty cool.
Nice.
But so maybe they'll do something like that with this one. I don't know. But I would say that one's Spider-Man.
And
Hopefully, if this does well, we see like games dedicated to the other Spider-Verse characters, like Spider-Man 99, Miguel, that sort of thing. So that'd be pretty interesting. So,
or maybe he's already in it because we've already seen a movie where he's jumping between dimensions and alternate Earths or universes.
Yeah.
So I could see that easily being a plot point or a part of the game.
Yep.
I've already spoiled my pick. I kind of freaked out. I had all these flashbacks as a kid. I think the first Oddworld might have been on the original Xbox, if I'm not mistaken. And
PS1,
it was like,
I thought it was a PS1 version.
well, I never had a PlayStation, but I had the original Xbox, and that was one of the first games I felt like came out with the original Xbox console. I think JC's looking it up right now.
I'm looking it up to see which. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Cheers, Adder's playing Animal Crossing.
Probably both.
I have my Switch right in front of me in case y'all get boring. But no, PlayStation 1, the original Oddworld's PS1. Yeah. So.
Okay. Well, they did come.
When is that one? I don't
97.
remember that game.
Oddworld
97.
Abe's Odyssey, 1997. Yep.
They might have also re-released it on Xbox then, because I never had a PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's such a unique game, and it has a very distinct art style. The villains are these sort of alien squid-like creatures, and so there is like a very small horror element to it because your main character, they're part of this like slave race, and they have deformities on them, and it's just a very strange and unique story. I mean, it's called Oddworld for a reason. So played and beat the first game. I think I might have played one other sequel for a little bit, never finished it. So I'm just it was interesting and just fun to see another trailer for an Oddworld game. Definitely might. I'm probably going to consider picking up a PS5 and picking up Oddworld Soulstorm. Getting on to our next top. You got something to add, JC?
No, you played Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. That was on Xbox. That was actually the
There you go.
5th game in the series. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
There was a 2 games on PlayStation, and there was one on Game Boy and one on Game Boy Color. Believe it or not. Yeah. So,
Can't imagine what that looks like.
It wasn't bad. I mean, I haven't played them, but yeah.
Probably like
that's
trash.
pretty
by today's standards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, of course. Exactly.
Yep.
So I will kind of skip into another game that just got announced to see if JC is excited, as I think he is. Pokemon just announced Pokemon Snap for the Nintendo Switch. JC, how over the moon are you about this announcement?
I have never played a Pokemon game in my life, to be honest with you guys.
Really?
Yes. I just never got into it. Never got
Did
into
not
it.
see that coming.
No, I the only Pokemon I've ever played have been in Smash Brothers. That's about it.
Oh wow!
But I know on the Switch, I think they've been looking for a good Pokemon game like that, and that's going to be a hot seller, no doubt. The way Pokemon Go encompass the mobile world, this is going to be huge, and it's going to move more Switch units, as if Animal Crossing wasn't doing it enough already during this time right now. So
did Pokemon Sword and Shield not do that great?
It wasn't as much hype, I guess. I mean, so I don't know.
That one I felt like it just came out of nowhere, but I don't remember much marketing for it. I'm pretty excited.
They're really hyping
about
this one.
Pokemon Snap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this one, I had it on, was it 64? And it was a really cool game. It was fun. But so I'm pretty excited about it. And it looks to be pretty much the same style graphics and stuff. So it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Along with the trailer, which you could now catch on our Facebook page for Pokemon Snap, there was teasers for more announcements to come on June 24th for Pokemon Sword and Shield, as well as another new game that they have coming out called Pokemon Cafe Mix. So wait for those announcements to come out June 24th. Rob, this next one's for you. We're sticking to games. We finally got the trailer for Star Wars Squadrons. This was something you had posted online and teased for our followers. What did you think of the trailer when it came out?
I thought it looked pretty cool. I think as far as graphics go, because it's obviously not official gameplay footage, so it's kind of hard to say how it's gonna look. But I'm hoping it's not just ship battles. I hope there's a little bit more to it than that. I don't know. I mean, I love Star Wars. That chances are I'll get it anyway. So check it out, obviously, and when it comes out, I won't be getting it right away. Mostly because I'm not getting the PS5 right away, but I'm pretty sure they'll release a PS4 version. So if they do, then I'll pick it up and I'll let y'all know how it goes. But it's gonna be pretty cool, I think. It looks badass. Anything Star Wars is usually pretty cool.
Now EA has had some misfires in the past with their Battlefront games that came out. Fans still sort of so some of their components. Do you have faith that EA is going to do things right this time around?
So think of EA as the parent company. They're going to be doing most of the marketing, sure. But I mean, my faith is in the actual developers of the game, which top of my head, I want to say it's Respawn, but I could be wrong. Hopefully they develop a great story. Great graphics, I'm sure, because Jedi Fallen Order was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, hopefully EA doesn't do something stupid like microtransactioning like they did at the beginning of Battlefront. But I don't think they will. I think they're slowly recovering from that whole bad S-storm. I don't that occurred. So hopefully they do it right. I mean, they have some current bad vibes floating around them right now because of their mobile games, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes from Capital Games. It's just they're getting a lot of bad publicity on that right now, just the way they're running things for the game and stuff. So hopefully that doesn't come back on EA. Hopefully it just kind of stays on Capital Games. But since Capital Games is owned under EA, it'll probably reflect on EA. But I don't know. We'll see.
Jericho, does Star Wars Squadrons make you want to buy a PS5? You rebel pilot.
No.
No.
For one thing, I haven't seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Two, it took me years to get a PS4. So I'm not gonna like drop money on a PS5 just yet. They haven't shown me anything to really impress me. So, but I mean, still, it looks cool. Like I saw just some of the stills and all that. But no. Sorry.
Well said, man. Well said. And JC, did you get a chance to check out the trailer?
Like the trailer. I'm curious where it's going to fit in the continuity because all these games fit in. Like, what's the story you're telling? And I don't know if I'm curious to see how they fit that in. Getting a PS5, I said I'm going to wait. I mean, the only game that's going to possibly get me to get a PS5 would be a sequel to Samurai Showdown, and that's not happening anytime soon. So
that'd be awesome.
They're still working on finishing season 2 and maybe a season 3. We'll see. But,
all right.
Yeah.
We just had a milestone in the Batman universe. Batman Begins turns 15. How old do you feel right now?
Very.
Like Christian Bale put on the cape and cowl 15 years ago. Congratulations, celebrations. I mean, it was like the start of a brand new chapter in the Batman universe. It really turned things around, coming from Batman and Robin. You got to forget about those days completely. That was never going to happen again because you got such a different, more realistic, just more badass overall Dark Knight on screen. I want to go around quickly and just call out our favorite scenes from Batman Begins, or at least the one that stood out to you. Any memory you can of first watching it. I will start first to give you guys some extra time. One of the coolest things I had seen, I'm going to do two really quickly, is the scene where Christian Bale is inhaling the fumes of the blue flower. It's part of his training, and then while he's hallucinating, has to battle Liam Neeson while Liam falls in line with a group of League of Assassins. So he's hiding.
Yep.
Yeah, and what's it called? Christian Bale, Bruce Wayne has to, find him in this crowd and basically have a mercy kill on him. And so I just thought that was one of the coolest things. It didn't take a lot of effort. It wasn't like a big, explosive action sequence. It was just very simple, but just so well done and creative. And then secondly, the coolest thing I remember the first time watching.
You said one.
I did.
He mentioned he's going to do like
Don't steal it. You already stole mine.
I'll do an honorable mention after you guys first. So who's ready next? JC, why don't you go?
Well, you stole mine. You did.
No,
that was my favorite scene. That was the essence of Batman right there. Your training, the stealth, trying to find your enemy in a crowd, and then mixing in and turning the tables. That was amazing. Like it confused
you remember how
me
we
too.
did exactly?
I think it cut him when he did the switch or something like that, and then that's how he figured out where he was.
Yeah, Liam. No, Liam had sliced his arm.
Right.
And then got back into formation. So what Christian Bale's character did was he sliced the arm of two other guys.
Bruce Wayne. You can say Bruce Wayne.
You can say Bruce Wayne.
Bruce
whatever
Wayne.
his name is in the movie.
Bruce Wayne sliced the shoulders or the arms of two other of the assassins, and Liam's character Ra's al Ghul.
But you don't know if he's Ra's al Ghul then.
We don't know. Great twist. Figured that was him.
Spoiler alert!
So clever that they put that into the film. Robert, you next, sir. Favorite scene or most memorable scene from Batman Begins?
So first of all, that movie holds a pretty special place in my heart. As a kid growing up, I would always go to the movies with my dad. So this was probably one of, if not was, the last movie that I saw in theaters with my dad before he passed away.
Wow.
So we actually arrived at the IMAX theaters late, and I was so pissed off. I was so mad, dude. But in any case, so that movie kind of holds a special place because of that. But my favorite scene is the end, when Batman's fighting Raish in the subway or in the bus or the
train.
subway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
train, yeah.
it's getting ready to fall off the rails, and so Raish tells him like, "You're not gonna kill me," and so he just looks him dead in the eye, just cold face, like, "I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you either." And he just like,
Go on, baby. Yeah.
dude,
Deuces.
that scene was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was great. Just the look as he like flares up his cape and the wind just swoops him up. I was like, damn, that is memorable. That is badass.
Or even when they're fighting and he's like, you're not gonna. He's like, what? You're not gonna stop this train? Who said anything about stopping it? It's just like,
Yeah.
He's a step ahead. Yeah. Yeah.
And then lastly, Jericho, what about you, sir? Most memorable scene, favorite scene, what is it?
For me, it's actually going to be, I forget what he's doing at this point. I think this is after the serum or the fear gas had gotten released. But it's when he had met that little boy, and he's like on the wall. The little boy, not Robin. The little hold on. The little boy he came out outside of his house or the window or whatever, and his parents.
He's climbing the building, right?
Yeah.
There you go, yeah. And I think he was like either just starting out or this may have been when the fear gas was going to be released or something, and then he ends up giving the little boy like the telescope, gives him a talk and everything, and gives him like his little telescope or whatever that he had. I thought that was really cool because just imagine like the kind of impact that he had on that little boy, and plus I think he had met him or seen him either earlier in the film or you see him again later in the film, something like that. But it wasn't like a throwaway, random character or anything. Like it was somebody that they, brought back or whatever in the movie. So I don't know. I thought that was really cool. It had nothing to do with fighting or anything like that action, but I thought the writing for that scene was really cool.
So I think either JC or Rob are going to probably look this up in a minute, but that is Joffrey from Game of Thrones. You recognize him?
That's why he looks familiar.
Yeah.
I remember seeing him in the show, like the clips and stuff. Okay.
So shows what you know because that little twerp grew up to be a pretty terrible king.
So he basically took the opposite advice of what Batman did, from what I hear.
He was the worst.
It's a magical scene with this little boy had an impact on his life, and then here's Steady calling him a twerp. What the hell?
So what you're saying is he lived long enough to become the villain.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Rob with the Whataburger cup.
Cup.
Not a sponsor, not an official sponsor yet.
Not yet. That's right.
And JC got the Spurs one. Very nice.
Go Avs, win the cup. All right.
Okay, I'm surprised that none of you guys actually called out my second favorite scene, which was
That's all right. Nobody cares. Next.
Next topic.
After Scarecrow inhales the fumes when Batman puts his own device in his face. Batman ends up
yeah.
I love that part. That's what I was going to say.
ends up being basically the Man Bat is what I thought it was at first.
Who are you working for?
Spitting out like either
blood or something,
toxic or I don't know what it was, but
like liquid metal, yeah. So
yeah. And to my surprise, I always thought that a lot of that scene was CG or something, but no, that was just all prosthetics. It was actually like Christian Bale in that mask, or I think it pretty much was Christian Bale in that mask with that makeup, spitting out the stuff from his mouth. So all of that was just practical effects. When I always thought it was like some sort of computer generated model of him or something. So always cool to find that out.
Very cool.
All right.
I love that part.
Happy birthday, Batman Begins. I can't believe it's been 15 years, yo.
I was 24 when that came out. Jesus Christ.
You old.
Yeah. Thanks.
I was 0.
15 years ago. What was I?
One.
Probably
You took me to, I remember I was like 4.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
4?
I can't even remember
I remember
right
us
now.
going to the movies.
I don't remember what
He
happened.
doesn't remember taking you, like you happened to be there.
Your first movie actually was Iron Man, though. I will tell you that. So.
Oh, sorry,
I remember
kid. That
Yeah.
sucks.
My daughter's was Angry Birds. Nice.
Nice.
Very
Yes.
nice.
Mhm.
Up next on the docket is actually convention updates. First of which
Blade.
is the official announcement that we're all going to get to go to San Diego Comic-Con this year because it's going to be in your house. That's right.
Dude, I need to
NXT?
clean up then.
SDCC at home will be held
NXT in your house.
NXT takeover in your house? Sweet.
Boo.
Todd Pettigrew giving away a house, baby? Yeah. Promotional consideration paid for by the
paid
following.
for by San Diego Comic-Con at home will be held July 22nd through 26th. Everything will be absolutely free. You don't need to pay for anything to get more of an experience. Expect panels, presentations about comics, gaming, television, film, and a wide variety of topics from publishers, studios, and more. So we all get to go. Isn't that great, guys? That's wonderful,
Nice.
right?
Nice.
I can't make it after work.
Yeah. Dang, that sucks, Jericho.
Come
We're not costuming this
on.
year.
I work from home, so I can make it.
Can I visit on Animal Crossing? That's fine.
I hope not.
Well, somebody did make a
Someone did make
remake or
Comic Con,
whatever.
and
Yeah.
somebody made Evo on their island. I got to visit that, and that was really
What?
cool how they set that up. That was pretty cool.
That's
That was
awesome.
cool.
Shout out Kitty Kaboom. She's a cosplayer, and she made Evo, and let me visit her island. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Secondly, was an event that we were talking about a few episodes ago. So JC 2020, aka Justice Con,
Oh,
is
okay.
definitely happening July 20th.
Because I ain't doing shit. So yeah, I mean,
Hey, we got kids on the call.
Earmuffs.
My
Yeah,
bad.
man, earmuffs.
Earmuffs
Earmuffs.
right there.
somebody
It
had to
wasn't-
do it.
It wasn't
doesn't
Rob.
My kids are asleep. That's on you guys. So.
I know all the words already. I'm good.
Mhm.
So
We know you're in middle school. All right.
Justice Con JC 2020 is officially happening. We had talked about it 2 episodes ago. It is July 25th and 26th. It's an online event in partnership with Ink to the People and AFSP National. It's being held by a few fan groups online, some blog sites. So this is a 100% a complete fan event. But special guests include Ray Porter, who, if you don't know, played Darkseid on the original cut of Justice League, which is going to be back into the Snyder Cut. Jay Oliva, who is not only a great director of most of the DC Comics animated films, but he's also a storyboard artist for a lot of the DCEU films. So he's just pretty much behind the scenes all the time. And the one and only Zack Snyder will also be part of this event. Justice Con going on July 25th and 26th. Probably a lot of great information is going to come out from that. And they're most likely going to have more guests involved. So you don't want to miss that.
Nice.
Next is actually some bad news, but also some expected news. Star Wars Celebration has officially been canceled for 2020. Everyone expected it. But to everyone's surprise, they're also skipping 2021. The next Star Wars Celebration will take place August 18th through 21st, 2022. JC, Robert, Jericho, you have 2 years to save up money so you can go to Star Wars Celebration. Can you do it?
I'm paying daycare for another 2 years. Probably not. So we'll see.
But you've been saving money on daycare for months now. You should have it all.
I know. Well, I mean, we still got to pay to keep his name in there and all that stuff. And I'm trying to go to Evo next year if they have it. So we'll see.
Right.
But that's my game plan. So yeah.
Yeah, so expected news, but it's always a bummer. Star Wars Celebration is always a huge event. Last year was probably one of the biggest because they had the first trailer for Episode 9 that was released, and Ian McDermott was present at Star Wars Celebration, and the fans went absolutely nuts when they heard the cackle, the laughter of the Emperor, and then he walked out on stage directly after the first trailer had aired officially worldwide and actually said to play the trailer again. So just absolutely incredible moment at Star Wars Celebration. I want to go because I need to meet Mark Hamill, shoot the shit, get an autograph, take a photo. I gotta meet Luke Skywalker the next chance I get. So hopefully we'll be at that one. Yeah. And then finally, the biggest convention, aka online events of the week, is with DC Comics. A story that we had actually reported last week. We got all the details now. It is DC Fandom. This is an online, incredible multiverse fan first experience, a virtual event that will allow fans across the world to interact with DC's superheroes and supervillains. You're going to get big reveals, behind the scenes access, panels, and trailers from some of your favorite TV series as well as DC movies, including the Batman. So our first look at the Batman, hopefully. Aquaman, Black Adam featuring The Rock. We haven't seen anything from that film yet, so hopefully we'll get some juicy information from Black Adam.
He goes by Dwayne Johnson now.
Dwayne Johnson, my apologies.
Or
DC's
DJ.
Legends
That's his
of
friend's
Tomorrow, DC Stargirl, Doom Patrol, The Flash, Harley Quinn,
Yes, the Flash.
and also the first footage, hopefully, from the Snyder Cut of Justice League. And there's also going to be plenty of more panels and exclusive content. I'm excited for DC Fandom. That's taking place
So am I.
August 22nd. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. The way that they have it set up is really unique. So they're going to have sort of 6 separate online areas where you can actually view exclusive content, probably all simultaneously. So the 6 areas are DC YOU verse, DC Kidsverse, DC Insiderverse, DC Watchverse, DC Funverse, and the DC Hall of Heroes. So a little bit for everybody. It sounds like a massive event. I don't think they're gonna hold anything back. And probably my favorite thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna get exclusive content from James Gunn's Suicide Squad, the kind of a sequel, kind of not a sequel from James Gunn. He's been working tirelessly in post production for the film. They've already wrapped. JC, I'll start with you. Out of Black Adam, the Snyder Cut, what else? Wonder Woman, 1984, the Suicide Squad. What are you most looking forward to from this event?
Snyder Cut, Justice League footage. I mean that's we've been waiting for that. I want to see some of that. Wonder Woman 84 stands out as well, and then. What else is there down the line? I mean, I've been keeping up with Stargirl and Harley Quinn. Those are going great. I think they're both really fantastic shows. I'm curious to see what the future plans are for those shows. And
we also got Black Adam, Shazam 2, Aquaman 2 is further down the line, I think. And then we also got The Flash, which is still has a scheduled release date, but I don't think they've gotten anywhere further into production. But
and we'll grant Gustin make a cameo in the Flash movie. Kid, return the favor. You know, that could be fun.
Speaking of the Flash,
if they're smart, it's going to be at least an end credit scene. With Grant Gustin. What were you going to say? Speaking of the Flash.
Speaking of the Flash, I ordered something, a costume from the season 6 Flash.
Agent Nightwing ordered the most recent.
Hold on.
I think I know what Rob's going to say. Hold on. Yeah, go for it, Rob.
It sounded like he meant to keep it a secret, and then he's like, screw it. I'm just going to tell you what it was.
I didn't really know where I was going with it, so I was just like...
It's all right, man. It's all right,
it's like I have an announcement,
but I would definitely
tell you.
You gotta work.
I have an announcement, but I can't tell you what it is. All right, it's a costume.
Here it is.
You gotta work on the tease aspect of it there, Aiden, all right? All right, come on now.
It's all right, kid. You'll
really
get there.
legit, too. I'm not going to say the price, because it's kind of unbelievable, but it's just...
Wasn't that costume you got not too long ago a legit costume?
That's the season 4. So what I'm wanting to do is actually collect all of the seasons.
Come on, Rob.
Wow.
Come on.
Get the OG season 1, get the season 2 and 3, because 2 and 3 are the same. I already have 4. get the 5, and then I ordered 6, so now I just need 1, 2, 3, and 5.
And
I've got and then yes, the movie. He's been wanting me. When the Flash movie comes out, I will eventually, probably get that one too.
I told
remember when we just collected Jordans? Now it's Flash costumes.
Everybody, just interrupt Ted.
They were about to say
My
Bright.
bad.
Do you remember?
Jacob, you go next.
I collected Pogs. I didn't collect Jordans. I couldn't afford those.
Baseball cards, yeah, that too.
Yep, that too.
Jericho, what are you most looking forward to?
Wonder Woman 84, Black Adam, because I'm curious of how DJ is going to be, or The Rock for you, Ted, since you may not know him as DJ or Dwayne Johnson.
He's still stuck in the early 2000s. The Rock.
Yeah. Like maybe Stone Cold will make an appearance. I don't know. I think,
it doesn't matter what you do.
I think that one, and I don't want to see. They'll probably show up. I don't want to see Snyder Cut stuff because I feel like it's limited to begin with. So if we start seeing clips and trailers and stuff, like I feel like it's going to take away from the actual cut itself.
Gotcha.
That's just me.
I'm kind of excited if they do like a little like last minute scene of Darkseid, how they did in Avengers 1 where they showed part of Thanos' face.
There you go.
Like to give us a sneak peek of what he
No,
looked like.
I think you saved Darkseid for the actual film. That's what everybody wants to see, and I don't want to be spoiled by that. I want to see Darkseid.
Well, no, not in the trailer. I meant like when the film comes out, like at the end of the movie, like those last scenes or whatever.
Cut scenes?
That's cut scenes. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Or the end credits, sorry.
End credit, yeah, that's you.
Okay.
Rob, is there anything at all that interests you with DC Comics in the future?
Gal Gadot's pretty hot, bro. I mean, you don't want to see that? I mean,
yeah, but I don't really care for DC much except for Batman. Hey, speaking of which, I forgot to show y'all this not too long ago. Hang on.
It's a cool shirt you're wearing too. I bought it for him. Yeah.
You better not come back without pants
and
on.
While he's getting
Batman costume?
Remy wants me to tell y'all that
from season 3 of
Godzilla.
Yes, Jericho did give me this shirt. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Game of Rogues. Anyways, so my brother actually got me this for my birthday. It's from Sideshow.
Nice.
They created this thing in celebration of the 80 years of Batman and stuff. So it's their limited edition 5-gram silver coin note.
Nice.
So it comes in this really cool case.
Yeah. Wow. Awesome.
Then you open it. So it's like this little frame thing. When you open it, and this is on the inside of the box. It's really cool. It's got like a bunch of different comics, and then it gives a description of what it is. So it's metal. It's 999 fine silver. It weighs 5 grams. Yada yada. And it was issued in 2019. So these are obviously limited edition. They only made so many of them, and this is what it is. So this is like
wow.
This is all like that fine silver, whatever, and the coin is actually like embedded into this sheet.
Ooh,
nice.
That's really cool.
Yeah, right. It's pretty cool. It's worth $1. I don't know if I don't think it's American dollar. It's because it's like Queen Elizabeth on the back.
That'd be a Canadian. That's Canadian if it's $1. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a Canadian new, I guess is how they pronounce it. But yeah, so it's got the year 2019 and yeah, so that was pretty cool, and I forgot to
That's awesome.
show you guys.
Very cool.
Very nice, man. Nice little collectible you got there.
Yep.
Yeah. I will not be doing a giveaway with it, just so we're clear.
That's what Ted was thinking.
I bet he was.
Are you at all excited about any content from the upcoming Batman film?
No.
Yeah.
The more like screenshots I see, I'm like, wow, this looks pretty lame.
What if we get a view of Catwoman?
Depends what we're viewing. If it's boobs or I mean,
depends what we're working with here, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
How curvy is the cat? Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Kirby is the cat.
Never mind.
Is this an exotic cat
Yeah.
or a domesticated cat? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and so that's the news for the conventions, and that'll do it for this edition of the Geeky Weekly Updates, which takes us to our main topic of tonight, and that topic is going to be our top 3 list of movies that killed their franchises. I know it sounds terrible.
Ooh, okay.
Sounds absolutely terrible. I agree with you guys, but
I already got my 3. Yeah.
we're gonna
And
go
everybody's
around.
got a 2-minute time limit.
Cool.
No, we don't. What we're going to do is we're going to go around. You're going to start at number 3. We'll go around and do number 3. We'll go around to number 2, go down to number 1. JC, let's start with you, sir. What is your number 3 film of movies that killed their franchises?
Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. It was so, having read all the books, the first one was so bad. The second one was actually great, but because the first one was so horrible, nobody saw the second one, and they just killed it. And apparently they're going to relaunch it as a TV series on Disney+.
That's right.
Rick Riordan just announced. So from a movie franchise, it sucks because I love the book series. But the first one was just, they changed so much, it was just bad. It was just so blah. That's my number 3.
There you go.
Yeah.
Jericho, let's go to you next. What's your number 3, sir?
I didn't.
What?
Didn't do his
I didn't do my
homework.
homework.
God
I don't
damn
have my
it.
list. But off the top of my head, the last Narnia movie, I don't remember the name. I think it's
Prince Caspian.
Yeah.
Prince Caspian.
I remember it not being that great. And I felt like I loved the first one a ton. And was it Prince Caspian the second one or third, I think, something like that?
Second,
yeah. See,
Yeah.
And I knew they were going to do more, but I felt like that second one just really messed it up. It just was not good. First one was great, but this one,
Yeah.
There you go. Rob,
No.
you next, sir.
movie.
Number 3.
Does the Ghostbuster remake count? The one with all the chicks?
I mean, were they planning to
Yeah.
make more? I guess
We
it
can-
could count.
we can count it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely killed that franchise if you want to go with that. So, yeah.
I mean, technically, we're going by franchise, so not
Yeah.
where there are multiple films.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very solid choice, sir. Very solid choice.
I know.
My number 3 is something you guys probably all remember vividly. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
You mean Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat cameo?
Why?
You mean Mortal Kombat
Such-
cameos of all the characters?
It was,
Oh my
It
god.
was so bad for sure.
God, the first one was great too.
First
Yeah,
one was
right.
epic. How
Yeah.
did you get the second one wrong? I don't understand. I don't understand at
Because
all.
they just tried to make sure everybody appeared. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Round 2, JC. We'll go back to you first. What's your number 2 on your top 3 list of movies that killed the franchises?
Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of Crystal Skull.
Ooh,
I would choose that one. Yep.
Is that one with Shia LaBeouf?
Yes.
Yeah.
that's one.
Okay, I haven't seen it. So
Oh,
should I just avoid it altogether?
It's
Uh,
you get away from what Indiana Jones is and you make it too sci-fi to where it's like aliens getting involved, and
Yeah.
it was just like they jumped the shark with the way the plot ended up. It was just like, yeah, this is done. It's done.
Yeah.
Should have ended on Last
Watch it to say
Crusade.
you've seen it, but
No.
yeah, it's like
Tina
it's like
refuses to watch it because she hears how bad it was. Like she wants her
Yeah.
last memory to be Last Crusade, which is still the best
That's
one.
true.
So yeah, she refuses to watch the fourth one.
there you go.
Mhm.
Jericho, I think you've had time to maybe pick up a second one. So what's your number 2 on your list?
number 2 on my list was actually the Jurassic Park, the Lost World.
There you go. Number 3,
Second
yeah.
one?
Was it?
That was 2.
No, the
So,
third one.
Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jurassic, I forgot
That
what
one
it's
wasn't too bad. That's when they went back to the island, right? To save that kid.
Yeah.
called. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
wasn't bad.
it was horrible.
No, it wasn't.
To
No,
me,
it
that
wasn't.
messed up. Like second one was iffy, but it wasn't like all that bad. But then the third one, it was just, are you picking your nose?
Yeah.
Stop that. Third one was just really bad,
It's great content,
but
though.
Yeah.
but it messed it up enough to where when they did the Chris Pratt one, I was down for it. Like it was basically erased that movie altogether for me.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. Rob, what's your number 2?
Pirates of the Caribbean, the one with I think Penelope Cruz.
No, because they made another one after that though.
It's the fourth one.
On Stranger Tides, but then they made Dead Men Tell No Tales, so they did make a fifth one after that.
Did they try to make up for the one prior because it was pretty shitty?
I mean, Penelope Cruz is pretty hot. I mean, I'm not saying it was a good movie,
but that doesn't do anything for the movie itself to make it any better.
It made it kind of watchable for me, but
He's just being honest, folks. He's just being honest.
I mean, it's, so. But yeah, I can see that was the worst of the franchise, but yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Steady. Number two.
My number two film is actually another great
AJ
classic.
Nightwing got dressed in a flash. See what I did there?
Yeah.
You gotta show my DC spirit.
There you go.
Where's your mask? Put the mask on.
It's right here. So the reason why it's like this, the mask they gave me was extremely bad. So I decided to hang it over, like how he does in the TV show.
It's just an accessory, isn't put it on.
Yeah, so it's just like this because it's like basically like leather mask. So we're waiting to get like hopefully later on.
But then everybody knows your identity. He can't
be
doing that.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the Flash's identity on the show too. It doesn't matter.
That's true.
Yeah, especially Green Arrow. The whole city knows.
You figure the fastest man alive, and people know who he is. Yeah, so
Why aren't you're blurring your face, man? Come on.
It's a well-made suit too. The symbol is a magnet, but like
you can't see me.
Ted, steady. When you edit the video, blur out his face.
I'll do it.
Just have John Cena's hand going like this the whole time.
Oh man! All right, number 2 on my list, another classic. Instantly killed its own friend, Mario Brothers.
Oh my God!
John Leguizamo. What in the world was that?
We don't speak of that movie.
And they even ended it on a cliffhanger, and it's been 30 years almost since that movie came out. So I really doubt we're ever gonna get that sequel.
There was a Mario Bros. Movie.
I wouldn't call it Mario Brothers movie exactly, but there was a movie that was titled Mario Brothers.
Trust me, Aiden, you don't want to see it.
You don't
want to see it.
Yeah.
No.
It's like a waste of time watching it?
Total waste.
Yes, total waste.
You won't recognize anybody.
Yep.
All right, now to the final round table here. JC, what is your number 1 movie that killed their franchise?
Green Lantern.
Oh, my God.
Before it even got off.
True.
You knew there were plans for more, but I was like, no, we're done here. And we still haven't gotten official Green Lantern Corps Day. So until they make another one, it's a dead franchise, at least. But then again, Deadpool killed it at the end of Deadpool 2. So, I mean, in canon, it doesn't exist anymore. But Green Lantern, yeah. So
I agree with that. that.
Mm-hmm.
Jericho, if you had time to think up a number 1 movie.
Sure. Number 1 movie.
What are you doing this whole time?
Stroking his beard.
Listening to y'all.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one too. I'm gonna say that one.
I don't know. Oh, no, I don't have anything.
I'll give him a few minutes to think about a new one.
I actually got one.
Okay.
Just thought of it right now.
I think I just got an idea. Yeah.
The Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Like at that time, I loved
Mike
it.
is gonna have words with you. He loves that movie. That's the funny part.
at that time, I loved it. I thought it was like amazing. But then, as more and more movies, superhero movies and stuff came out, I realized how horrible it was. And I know they were planning to make more and stuff, and it didn't happen.
There you go.
Yep.
And then Rob, go to you, sir. What is your number 1 movie?
Spawn of Chucky.
Oh my
God.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely horrible. All right, I'll give my number 1. I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't even remember what year this thing came out, but it was probably the first time ever I wanted to walk out of a movie, and I never
Glitter? You went to see Glitter in the theater? No?
You're close. I'm a scary movie fan, and I had high hopes for this, but Jason X, a.k.a. Jason Goes to Space.
Yes. horrible.
Yep.
The title alone should have probably killed the franchise at that point.
No way.
And Rob just walked away.
Don't tell me
I'm sorry, was that his favorite?
That was his favorite movie ever, and he's very upset.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I saw this in theaters. Jason gets like frozen with CO2 or something, and then he gets thawed out like 100 years or something ridiculous in the future, and they're on a spaceship. Just the whole production was cheap. I mean, the kills were goofy. Jason actually gained some like cybernetic technology on him.
Yeah.
It was just the most craziest bonkers movie
Still gone.
I had ever seen, and to this day I have not gone back to watch it, but I guess I should, just to go refresh my memory on how absolutely terrible it was. I don't know how that movie got made, and that was a Friday the 13th
How
movie.
did any of them get made
13th,
after
but
like the third one? Same thing with the Nightmare on Elm Street. Like they just became worse and worse as they went down the road.
They filmed them with Zoom. That's what happened. So
this is how bad it was. Freddy versus Jason was like an epic movie compared to Jason X.
True. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say they made up for it with Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, that was a huge step in the right direction. But Jason X, it just looked like it was a high school film. It was absolutely terrible. Acting was bad. Special effects were bad. I don't understand at all.
Did he get like a metal mask too?
That's what I'm saying. He was like part cyborg because of the stupid technology that was on his ship.
Rob, you look pissed off. Did you pay money to see that movie? Because you just should do it.
Negative.
Okay, I was gonna say. Yeah.
I actually don't think I saw it. Like the moment I saw a trailer for it, and I was like, "In space? What is this nonsense?"
They're jumping the shark, bro.
I just, I was just like, I'm not wasting my time with this.
Okay, this is exactly how bad it was for those of you who might not have seen. Do y'all remember the spoof trailer for Machete in Space?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, so at the end of Machete, they actually do like a teaser trailer for a movie they never made, Machete in Space.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
pretend they actually made that movie. That was Jason X, but not Mexican. If Machete wore a mask, a hockey
Machete
mask,
don't text. Yeah.
and that's not a knock on Robert Rodriguez, who's fantastic.
Yeah.
That trailer looked absolutely goofy, and that's exactly how goofy Jason X was.
Oh, man. That's hilarious.
And that was our top 3 films of movies, top 3 films that killed their franchises.
Spit it out, bro.
And we want to hear from you guys. If you have your own top 3 films, something that belongs on our list, or maybe you liked any one of our lists, be sure to let us know. You can message us on Facebook, and you can also contact us on the contact page of our website at www.countdowncitygeekcast.com. This has been episode 98, and this is our final countdown to episode 100. We celebrated our 5-year anniversary, and now we're celebrating our 100th episode. It's going to be a live event. We're going to give you all the details very soon, so be on the lookout for our 100th episode. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. I don't know. I don't know what you can give away in this.
Rob, what are you giving away?
Figure it out.
Not a damn thing.
You can give away a Flash costume.
That Canadian dollar is going to be up for grabs.
We're giving away a Zoom chat with Steady.
Yeah.
And it won't cost you $18,000 like it does Keanu Reeves. How about that?
Nice.
Blind date with my dad.
It's because Steady's cheap.
Hey,
Steady's a cheap date. There we go.
I'm frugal.
Get a Whataburger. Yeah.
That's all I need, sir. For the Countdown to the Geekcast, my name is Steady. With me on this very fantastic episode, first we got Jericho.
Hey, y'all.
We got the man, the myth, the legend, you know him as JC.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Go check out Superman Red Sun on DC Universe. Great film. Really enjoyed it. Check it out.
We got Remy and AJ Nightwing.
He's good.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's done.
And last but not least, the guy that's about to go see how much his Batman coin is worth on eBay. It's Rob. Have a good night, everybody.
Hey guys, Adrian Allen here. For more Geekcast episodes, subscribe to us on iTunes or your smart device podcast app. And please, write us a review. Be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Countdown City Geekcast. Follow us on Twitter at ccg_podcast or visit our website at www.countdowncitygeekcast.com.